I'm here in lesborgesblanques. Here's the ancient remains of human living. So today I decided to show you some ancient remains of human living. No official history is available, but we will try together to trace some old living here. So I am on the top of a hill where you can see there is a way which goes to Lleida and Barcelona from here. I am very top of the hill, and here is a village, and I may say city. Garius is capital of Garius, Les Borges Blancas. So it may not be a fort, but it's maybe a army post in ancient times to keep an eye on this side. You see, this is a very top of the hill. From this, they might keep an eye on the movement of enemy or an other type of vigilance. So here is the end of the hill. So this was the top. So they may construct, constructed this to have vigilance and serve as a vigilance post. So we should keep in mind that in this Les Borges Blancas there are remains of Roman era, Gothic era. So this Les Borges Blancas is very historical place. 100 years of history is available in Les Borges Blancas, Roman era, before that era, and that's why I'm here to trace. This building is ancient. You see here stones are made. Like Indus Valley civilization and other civilizations, firstly there was an ancient civilization. You see here the stones, rocks, and after it may fell down, and afterward this mud wall was constructed. So it seems there are living of many civilizations. Firstly there you see the foundation of rocks. After that there's made rocks and stones, and in last 50 years again it was constructed by someone to live, but they vacated this. You see here mud house, but in that this particular house you see this is a pool. This is a pool. It seems it's a new, but it's not a new, because you see here there is a tunnel. When in ancient times tunnels were made to bring water secretly from outside to keep your area secure. You see here there is a tunnel to go outside of this hill secretly, and whenever there is an enemy you can siege, you can bring water, or you can escape from this place. You keep an eye on the enemy. There may be a passage of water to bring water here. So this is the place where they might use this for water. This pool may be used for water. It may be a little army post, that's why it's a little one, or maybe larger one. From this place they might drew water to other place, but this is the tunnel. It might have been used for many purposes. You see here this is the pool. They might have stored water here, but that after that era, this is the stone era. After that they might be used by another generation. You see here mud street, mud wall. This is So the idea occurred. This is the army post, or because this is the top of the hill for security reasons, and there's a tunnel to go outside, and for bringing water, and if primarily, and secondly to food, and thirdly for a spying system. You see here stones, and in Middle Ages, in Gothic era, that is from 13th century to 16th and 7th century, it was again used by another generation. They constructed it and used these stairs. There was another double story, but with the passage of time, it became history. You see here the remains. So it's clear that it's used by many generations and in many era periods. Here foundation is of rocks and stones, but just remained, and above you may see here the mud wall. So it's combination of many civilizations. Firstly stone, then in Middle Ages mud, and finally you see here in back to 50 years this material was used. But with the passage of time, everything is made history now. No official record is available, but here in Lesborgesblanques, everywhere in every street there are remains of Roman era and Middle Ages. This is very crucial for historians. You see here. And I am again mentioning that is on the top of the hill. Another side there are other hills, but this is on the top. That's why I am of the opinion that it might have been used for security purposes by the military. It may be the army post. You see here from this side, this is above, this is, so it might have been used for different purposes and reasons. But with the passage of time, everything is deleted. Nobody knows who lived here. You again look here. Foundations are of stones and rocks, but you see here the stones. To my opinion, Borges Blanques is undiscovered. There are plenty of buildings, other buildings and remains which are not discovered yet. They need to be discovered by archaeologists and then records of history. This village having a complete history of different eras, but unfortunately this is not registered. You see here stones, and then big stones of ancient period. When human were able to cut in pieces, it is of Middle Ages. So initially big stones were used, and Middle Ages small, and later on in 13th to onward mud was being used here. We see here, this is very above on the hill. You see here they keep an eye, and it's very difficult for the enemy to climb up and attack here. You see here, even climbing is very difficult. It might have been some other buildings here, but no remains are available, maybe destroyed by the human. You see here. If enemy is coming from this side, it's very difficult, and from this side it's impossible to climb up because it's 70-80 feet above from the ground, and here is about 40-50 feet. You see here, and this is the village. So it may be a gateway security for Borges Blanques in ancient times. You see here. It's difficult to climb from this side. There may be some buildings here, but only they are very little are available. I will try my upcoming videos, inshallah, to show you more buildings. You see here is a beautiful agricultural land. Mountains, hills, agriculture, everything is available here. That's why in ancient times many rulers try to occupy this area for their food, water, and other reasons. In the history of Spain, this Les Borgesblanques is very important, very significant. You can't move forward without mentioning Les Borgesblanques. Les Borgesblanques is of Arabic word Burj, Borges, Burj. Blanques significa means white. There was a white bridge or tower, that's why Arabians named it Borges Blanques. With rains, storms, and other reasons, everything is going to be finished in near future. But to the historians, very important its location, because it was ancient times to you see here from this side. This area is down, but this from where it gets started is above. This is used to bring water from canal. You can see here the whole village from here. If you see this tower, this is church. It is another side where this village ends. It's also very historic. I want to show you this place from a little distance. You see here, from the village side. Very well planned, this army post. This was it down. Another. Now I show you another medieval time. This is the another mud. This is not very ancient, but this is from 13th century to onward. This was used and made. You see here. Although its foundation, you see the stones, but little stones. It means a period of time where humans were able to cut into small pieces, not in raw size. This is also not used, but on the mercy of weather and time. This was the army post. That's it from my side today. I will show you more historical buildings and remains in next video. Thank you very much.